Where's the rest? Oh, there it is. I'm like, what? Okay, so he said, mm, mm, this is the option. I have attached a few documents in this email for you to review. These documents should have answers about proper storage, and it will also have dosage recommendations for you. The cold weather orders from this will be filled out before we ship the product. Just let me know if you have any questions. Mm. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? My bad, my bad. I'm just like reading some stuff because my fish got sick, so I'm getting medicine for them. I've never spent so much money on fish. Like my pets never get sick. That's crazy, bro. What's up, Troy? What's up, Jack? Yeah. This is actually my office, and I sleep in here sometimes. I've done sleep streams on here. One time somebody was like, "Hey, can you point the camera to your bed?" I'm like, "What? Why?" It was funny, but yeah. How you guys doing? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I got. Mhm. I got a lizard. Yeah. Yeah, I got more than one lizard. Why would you be at the door, Troy? Now both of you are at the door. Wow. Oh, these are my fidgets I sell on Amazon. It's my own business. Link in the description. My Instagram is up there too. Description of my page. You can also see how many views I've gotten in the last couple weeks of just starting this. I got like 30,000 views in a couple weeks. That's not bad. 30,000 views in a couple of weeks. So times 30,000 times 10. That's basically 300,000 views, according to marketing. Because supposedly everybody knows at least 7 people they're gonna tell about something they like or they're interested in, whether it's good or bad. That's just how people are. That's how it's called, word of mouth, I guess. I don't know. However that works, it works. I got a monitor lizard and I got a gecko. I've been wanting to get those like little geckos so I can set them up in their own enclosure, but they require a lot of humidity and the heat and the humidity. When the high humidity, it's hard to keep. The heat stays good, but because of the humidity needed to be so high, it makes it harder. Do you guys have any pets? What's up? Hello. They're so cool. Yeah, I've been wanting, dude. You just took it out of my brain. Dude, I've been wanting a chameleon recently. Um, I forgot the species that I want. It's so beautiful. It's not the Jacksons. It's a different species that's very, very colorful. There's 2 species I want. The giant ones, the giant chameleons. But then I need a 4 by, like, I need a 4 long foot enclosure. Then I need, like, it needs to be like 4 feet, like, in depth. And then I think it has to be like 4 feet tall. So that's a big ass enclosure, bro. 4 feet long. 4 feet. I think it's 2 feet deep. And then it needs, I think, 2 feet tall, if I'm not mistaken. So it's gonna be walking like this, up and down branches like this. According to, I've been keeping reptiles for a long time. But I guess if you went 4 feet wide, 4 feet deep, it would walk around, but it would, I guess because it's a custom enclosure, it would have more difficult. I don't know. You could put hat lamps in different areas. That's smart. So yeah, I would probably do like I guess they're saying do a 4 by 2 by 2, but they're just basically saying do about 4 by 4 by 4, like 4 feet deep, 4 feet tall, and 4 feet long. You know what I mean? 4 by 4 by 4 feet for the biggest species of chameleon that I always wanted. I actually have a breeder I can get them from. I just don't have the space. So there's 2 species of chameleons I want. I don't remember their names, and I know how they look. I can just Google it. Um, but the problem I'm having is that of space, and because like he just said, or she just said, or they just said, that it's difficult to keep, and I'm afraid. I see people keeping them without a problem, like if they never even like mess with them in a regular enclosure that has holes in it. Because I've tried to keep iguanas the same way. Like I buy those cages that like I guess they have the not the little holes, they have the little black. It's basically a cage, and it has like the little black like fencing, and it's very small holes, not the big holes. And like I even put like this was back in the day when I was young and I was keeping reptiles. Like it's hard to keep the humidity up for those animals, so it's like the hot. So I tried everything I could. Um, it's just it wasn't working out. I mean, now I know I could do it because I have a tortoise, and my tortoise eats hay and it eats vegetables every single day. When I was younger, it was harder. Like I didn't really have help, and I guess I couldn't keep an iguana because of the funds. And like I've learned, there's more sometimes information changes on an animal's keep. So like one day it'll say this, and one day it'll say that. For example, one doctor says, "Hey, Leonitrous, this is very healthy for you." The other one might say, "Hey, it might not be so healthy. It might not be so smart to take that." So they're telling you two different things, like if they don't even know. So you're kind of screwed, even though medicine does work for certain things. You know. Oh yeah, leopard gecko's a fire, bro. That was the first reptile I ever wanted was a leopard gecko. Kid you not. I told my mom when I was like, I think I was like 6, maybe 8, and I was like, "Mom, I want a lizard." I was like, a couple years ago. It's like, I want a lizard, but I want a leopard gecko. She was like, "Oh, it's gonna be too much work, blah blah blah." And at that time, I never even had my first pet. I think it was before we got our first dog. No, I think we had a dog when I was like 5, but we ended up going on vacation like a couple weeks later, and we needed somebody to take care of the dog. So what happened is we said, "Hey, can you take care of our dog for us, guys?" They took care of the dog. They ended up keeping it because my mom was like, "Just keep it," because they fell in love with it. That's what I understood. But we were probably gone for maybe like 2 weeks, which is like half a month. And within that little bit of time frame, they got attached to the dog because we were all the same age, you know. And from what I remember, it could have been 2 months. It could have been this. The thing is that they were our babysitter, the family that we gave the dog to. So we spent time with her, but she was living with them. You feel me? Um, oh, now I remember. We did take her. So now I remember the memory. We let them take it. We spent time with her. They kept her for a bit, and then they gave the dog back to us. I guess she was very destructive. She was half Akita and half chocolate lab. So her mom was a chocolate lab, but she had the same pointed ears and the same body as an Akita, bro. She was savage, bro. Bro, people keep Akitas as fucking guard dogs. She was savage, bro. She would eat through a wall. She could get she got hit by a car and nothing happened to her, bro. I heard stories about this dog. She went to we picked her up from one family. She was ready like basically full size. And then we had her for who knows how long, a couple weeks. Then we went on vacation in that summer, and then I guess we drove to Florida. I don't even fucking remember. Um. Anyways, we come back. We spend time. We let them keep the dog. We spend time. They're our babysitter, and then out of nowhere, like the freaking dog comes back to us, and then I guess she was so destructive, and she started getting bigger, and like we were scared of her, I guess. So we had to like she was very destructive, man. She was attacking cars, getting hit by cars. She was running after cars. Even got hit while doing it. So she was very destructive, and she was not trying to be. We had to put her to sleep. I guess my dad, nobody wanted her, so they brought her to the shelter, and I guess they ended up putting her to sleep. We don't really know what happened. Typical story, right? For a dog that doesn't want to be around humans, like these animals do. These animals love humans. They love being fed. They love that they could live here with us, and stuff like that. They enjoy it. I'm trying to look up something right now. two dogs, a lizard, and that's all the pets. Getting a ant farm. Nice. Ant farms are fire. Yeah, she was doing a lot of bad things. And nobody wanted to take her after a while because she was very like destructive, you know, self-destructive as they say. So because she was so destructive, people said, you know, I don't want to deal with her. What's up, guys? What's up? All right. Hold on, guys. I gotta put my. Hey, Luke. What's up, bro? What you up to? Did you subscribe yet, bro? Hey. Alright, guys. Right now, I'm just thinking. According to my antivirus, you know what I'm gonna have to do before? I'm gonna do that. Hold on, guys. Got a quick item. I gotta set this up. This is one of my Ring cameras. I like keeping cameras in my room for personal reasons. I don't want to mention why, but I keep cameras in my room because there's always like new people in my house and friends and stuff like that. So I keep cameras in my home. Nothing wrong with that. But this is smart to keep cameras in your house, bro. It's just the right thing to do. Alrighty. Don't ask why. Don't ask why. You know I attend the top 10 best college in America. You know I know a lot of wealthy and rich people. Alright, and I got proof all over my room. I'll show you guys even more proof one day. You guys gotta subscribe first, even though there's not a lot of people here. I've already had 300 people come view me in the last 3 hours, guys. Now times that by 10. That's 3,000 views. That means on average, every day I'm getting 3,000 views and about 10 new subs. So 3,000 times 7, that's over 20,000 views per week. That is a hundred. If you round up, that's like 100,000 views per month. And I just started doing this, so that goes to show my popularity, bro. Like that goes to show how interesting my content is. That goes to show that what I'm talking about is fucking legit. So that goes to show that if I'm getting a million subscribers, I mean a million views, that means that if I make 20% of those people subscribe, that's about 200 to 300,000 views. I mean subscribers in 1 year. That's a lot. So guys, please subscribe. Again, if I'm one of those people, just like you know, I put myself in that position. I'm not saying you can't, but if you feel like you need, life is not about just education. It's about who you know, what you know, and it's also about your education. So there's a bunch of stuff. So if you subscribe to me, that only means that you're applying yourself in different ways to become successful. Let me go under this. This, so I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm doing in just a second. I gotta go get something from my I gotta take my headphones off. Even got a USB. Invest all this money into my education. Hold on, guys, I gotta pee. What's up, Ronald? Alright. Let's make sure I can. Mm, I knew it. Chilling, bro. I'm just streaming right now, doing a work study stream. Um, and just basically, um, yeah, bro. I'm just setting up like my work and study station at the moment. What are you up to, bro? Hello, hello. RC one is working. I don't know why. Let's see. Hello. I mean, all right, there we go. Hello. Cool. All right, it should be. All right, it's both. I don't know. It does that sometimes. I love these headphones. All right, we're good to go. Man, I can't believe I fell in love with this nigga again. Guys, everyone that's here right now, hold on. Let me set up this again. My stream. Guys, this is what holds. Link in the bio. Link in the bio. This is what holds my iPad, bro. This shit is sick. And when you do this, randomly, if you didn't know, your phone has widgets when you set it up a certain way. It's so cool. Like, I had like the time, I had like all these cool things on my iPad I never knew I had. And you could do it, your phone does it. My phone taught me that. So yeah, it's pretty dope. I love it. The links in my bio, if you guys, I sell those too. There's different ones. I got Venom, there's Spider-Man, there's a bunch of other ones. Pretty dope. Check this out. Yeah. Anyways, let's go back. set up my camera. I just set up the camera right there. The Ring camera's right there. Right here.